Who's your friend?
A DEA agent. I'm sure Jareth told you about her.
Do I know you?
No.
Look at me. Look at me. Now, that's a look of hate, but one that's personal. I've seen it many times in many people. So why don't you tell me? Where do we know each other from?
My husband.
I'm going to need a little bit more information than that.
2 years ago, your CFO, that's what you like to call your lieutenants, right?
Franco Peretti. I remember him. He played his part well, posing as a go-between between the Revit Corporation and my company. Saying goodbye to him was very difficult. Would you like to know how I found out he was an undercover agent? One of Revit's lieutenants had a Belgian millennialist. Odin was his name. Your husband was wearing a wire just under his shirt collar, so Odin hears something from the transmitter and keeps jumping up. It loosened the wire. Franco's cover was blown. The lieutenant immediately sent a dog after him. Franco. Dalton died. Died screaming just like a little piggy on a meat hook. You should have seen his eyes when the knife came up to his throat and...
Gia!
At least you're putting up a better fight than he did. Meeting with the governor today about our breaking ground for an expansion to the park and our new organic tea franchises. Don't remember you being on the invite list.
He couldn't wait.
What's up, Jareth? Is it about my tea?
The import of matcha is delayed.
Delayed?
It didn't arrive at the store. It may be wet.
This shipment is imperative to the organization. There are too many counting on us not to fail. Promises have been made. I never go back on a promise.
Yes, sir.
I assume you've been in touch with Oscar?
Yes, sir, I have. He's not answering.
When was the last time you heard from him?
4 a.m.
There's only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. Hepatitis? No matter how many times I read that quote, it just never seems to sink into my head. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but you chose Oscar for this job, yes?
I did. Yes, sir.
We all deal with loss in our own ways. I promise you, if you mess this up, what happens to you won't be as gracious as what just happened to the Hoopers. I want this to be a good day. Take Charlotte and the team and find out why my tea isn't here on time. Yes, I'm Brian Hall. I live in Los Angeles, California. I'm reading for the role of the Reverend, and I'm a great swimmer, and I do have a valid passport, and I'm available for all dates.